Good morning and happy Friday, you guys. I'm so thankful that it's Friday because I just feel like I have worked like the last Hebrew slave all week. Maybe I didn't, but it sure feels that way. So anyway, as you can see, I'm in my car. Hey, good morning. I am in my car. I was waving at my neighbor down the street and all these kids waiting for the school bus. Bless their little hearts. I'm in my car, as you can see. So this is another car vlog. First of all, but before I jump into my topic, I just want to say that I went to the gym this morning and I got it in, y'all. My squat program was 225 for 6 sets of 3. And by the time I got to that 6th set, can I just tell y'all, my legs were cooked. I mean, they were really cooked, honestly, by set number 4. But, you know, the program is what it is. So I'm going to have to talk to my coach and see if we can dial it back to maybe 2 reps. Or even if I have, 2 reps of 6. Or even if I have to do 2 reps of 7. Hell, I'll do that. But this thing, my legs are cooked. So anyway, after that, I went and did my bench program. And I was kind of nervous because the guys that normally would give me a lift off, I need a lift off when I'm using my RAM and my slingshot. And if you don't know what those are, that's a whole nother video. But I need a lift off when I'm using those because it's very restrictive. And so I'm not able, because I'm short, and I'm not able to get my arms all the way, all back enough to get a drive to unrack the weight by myself. So anyway, I was a little nervous, but I did see a guy that I always see in the gym. So I went over and I said, "Excuse me, do you mind giving me a lift off for my next 2 sets?" And he said, "Oh, sure, no problem." I don't even know his name, but that's okay. He gave me a lift off, and the first set, which was my first overload set, was 165 for 3. And I gave him strict instructions. I said, I'm going to say 2. I'll do a pause. I take a deep breath and I'll say, "Lift with me." I said, "You don't let go of that bar until I say my weight. Then you step back, let me work." He said, "Okay, cool, I can do that." And he did. Perfect. I said, "Okay, well, I had one more set. And the next set is going to be 200 for 2. Because last week I only did the 200 for 1. And he said, "Okay." So, I took my little 8-minute rest because we got to chit-chatting. Me, the guy that spotted me, and another young lady. And so when it was time to do the set, I said, "All right, it's going to the same rules apply. I'm going to say 2. I pause. I take a deep breath. And then I say lift. You don't let the bar go until I say my weight. Step back, let me work." He said, "Okay." So I gave the signals. And unfortunately, he let the bar go before it was centered over my chest. So I wasn't really happy about that. But at that point, I had to just kind of readjust a little bit and make it work, which I did. I did the first rep, and I said, "Okay, this is good. This is good. We got one more." And then I did the second rep, and as I was coming up, he took the weight. When I say took the weight, I'm still holding onto the bar, but he's lifting it, and I cannot stand when people do that. I always give clear instructions. Step back, don't touch my weight. I will let you know if I need you to touch the weight. And it bothers me because I didn't need him to touch the bar at all. But I realized, you know what? I'm going to have to break him in like I do all my new spotters, because they want to be helpful. And I think it's because I'm a woman, because I don't believe if I were a guy that he would have done that. But, it is what it is, and we're just going to move on with life. I'm thankful for the spot. I did not do any cardio this morning, you guys, because guess what? I was sore. I don't know that there's anything that didn't hurt this morning when I left the gym. Well, my eyelids, my eyelashes didn't hurt. And I don't think my face hurt either. But everything from my shoulders down hurts. And that's just a combination of everything I've done this week. So I didn't do any cardio. I figured, you know what? I might go back later on. Not to Gold's Gym, but I'll probably go across the street to Planet Fitness and get in a little cardio. And if not, I'll just get up tomorrow morning and do my cardio. So anyway, let's jump into today's topic. So today's topic, you guys, is simply this. What other people think about you or say about you is none of your business. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because over the past couple of weeks, I've talked to a couple of people who, have expressed that, they think people see them a certain way, or whatever, and I just wanted to put that out there, that what people think about you and say about you, honey, is none of your business. That's not for you to care about. Now, unless you out here in these streets acting like a plum fool, then maybe you might want to care that people are saying that you are acting like a plum fool. But other than that, what people say about you and what they think about you, honey, is none of your business. Let me tell you something. You can say and think whatever you want about me. It's not going to bother me. You know why? Because I know the truth about who I am and what and how I carry myself. So I don't worry about stuff like that. But I know that people do. And granted, nobody wants to sit around and have people talking about them, but I don't let that kind of stuff bother me. So that's what I want you to focus on this week and going forward. Stop worrying about what people say about you and think about you, because they're going to say and think what they want to think anyway. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. We just need to mind our business and do what we do. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't help, and you cannot help, and you can't stop what people say about you. I know when I first started training to become a power lifter, people would talk about me and say that I was acting manly or mannish. I'm thinking, okay, I don't know how, just because I'm lifting weights. Y'all at my favorite spot. Don't judge me.
Come on, welcome to McDonald's. You like that triple cut breakfast sandwich?
No, thank you, hon. Can I get a sausage McMuffin with eggs and a large sweet tea, and that'll do it.
Special muffin, egg, large sweet tea, between 18, first window.
Thank you. So, guess I'm welcome. So, but yeah, so, people make comments like that, and I'm thinking, and it bothered me. I won't lie. As a matter of fact, there were two young ladies in the restroom when we were at Gold's Gym. I'll never forget this. And honey, they were talking about me and had no idea that I was in the bathroom. So when I came out of that stall to wash my hands, I said, ladies, how are you? And they looked at me like, oh my God. But I didn't say anything else. I washed my hands, dried them, went on about my business. But people will make comments. I've had guys say to me, I see you in here working out, putting in that work, but how you going to expect a man to want you? Because one guy actually was bold enough to ask me if I was married, and at that time seeing anybody, and I said no to both, and he said, yeah, but how are you going to get a man if you in here lifting weights the way you do? And I mean, he seemed to be very bothered by that. But you know what? I don't worry about what people think about me and say about me, because that's none of my business. I can't change the way they think or what they say, so I don't bother, And I realize that when people do that kind of stuff, it's because they are a little jealous that you're doing the things that you want to do, and they wished that they had enough in them to do the things that they really want to do. But they're always worried about what people are going to say and think. So that's just, I don't know who this is for. I really don't. That actually has been on my mind for a couple of days. And I said, I'll save that for my Friday vlog to talk about that very thing. Stop worrying about what people say about you and think about you, because you can't change it. And they're entitled to their opinion, just like we're entitled to ours, right? And the beauty of it is if they don't know you, they're just making an assumption. And you know what they say, when you make an assumption, you make an ass out of you. See, some people say you make an ass out of yourself. So assume if you want to. You can assume what you want about me. I've had people, I'm going to tell you this and I'm going to let you be. But I've had people make assumptions that, I don't have a man because I don't post pictures of him and I don't talk about him on Facebook. Well, I don't need to. You know why? Because he knows who he is. I know who he is, and I don't need to put that out there for everybody. So sometimes I think it's a good thing not to put your business out there like that, just because you get too many people in your relationship, and that's when stuff starts to happen. So I choose to keep certain things to myself. And the funny thing is, you know how these memories pop up on Facebook? Well, one of them popped up yesterday, and it was a meme that I posted. And it said something about I don't post my personal business on social media. So as far as you know, don't nobody want my ass. No, it says as far as you know, I'm broke as hell and don't nobody want my ass. And you know what? I like that, and I saved it so I could use it again at another time, Because it's true. Because sometimes people will think, well, they're not posting about their business, so they must not be doing anything great. Just like when I travel. I don't post when I travel until I get back, because everybody doesn't need to know that you're out of town. But I see people that do it, and if that's what they want to do, then that's great. That's on them. But for me, I post it when I get back, because you're asking for people to potentially rob you. So sometimes it's not a good idea to post that you're out of town when you're actually out of town. Like I said, I do it when I get back. But again, if you didn't know me and you saw my profile on social media, you would think the only things I do are ride the metro to work, go to the gym, go to church. Because other than that, I don't put all my business on social media. So, people make comments, and they're free to do that. It doesn't bother me. So you can think what you want and say what you want. Long as I know the truth, that's all that matters. So I'm going to bid you guys good day. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those that continue to support me in all that I do. Good Lord, they need to pay attention. I lost my train of thought. 1 second, y'all. Hey, how are you? Good. I was saying something. I thank my new subscribers. Thank those who continue to support me in all that I do. I want you guys to have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Yes. Have a great weekend. Go out and do something exciting. Go do something new. And set some new challenges for yourself this weekend. Decide, what, I'm going to do something different this weekend, or I'm going to do something different next week. Look to do something different, because I think sometimes, thank you, and you do the same. I think sometimes things get stale when we do the same stuff over and over again. Now, I pretty much do, just because I like my life. Hey, sweetie, how are you? Thank you. Have a good day. Okay, so on that note, y'all, it's time to go, because my tripod fell down off the mirror. So again, I just want to say I love you all. There's nothing you can do about it, and we will talk again soon. Until next time, take care.